Professor Ayman Salama, a professor of international law. Thank you again for joining us.
Yes, how are you? I listen you very carefully, and you are asking me about the Egyptian political stance towards what's going on in Lebanon. The Egyptian focal and the crucial support for Lebanon is not astonishing. This is the Egyptian actually approach towards all the neighboring countries, sisterly Arab countries, and even non-Arab countries. Egypt from the from the outset, from the inception of the conflict between Hezbollah and the Israeli occupying forces a week ago, Egypt supported Lebanon and condemned all the hostilities, adversaries, aggression, and all the grave violations of humanitarian law committed and perpetrated by the Israeli occupying forces, occupying armies in the southern Lebanon.
What I wanted to focus on was basically Egypt's support for Lebanon, especially with the phone call from President Sisi and directives to send humanitarian aid to Lebanon. How significant is this from the top level?
Yes, as you've mentioned right now, under His Excellency directives and instructions to the executives and operatives institutions, establishments, even the armed forces here in Egypt. Egypt, in a flash, already dispatched shipments, medical humanitarian aids, necessities, etc., to the distressed Lebanese people. This is not a surprise because this is the norm of Egypt. Since many times, I remember, and all the audience remember, within or during the civil war in Lebanon that lasted in 1990, Egypt was the single Arab country that dispatched and envoyed a special envoy, special representative of late President Anwar Sadat at the time. Egypt concerns a lot in this regard, just to alleviate the deterioration, hardships of that distressed people, the Lebanese, our brotherly people over there in Lebanon. That's why the Egyptian, His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, ordered and directed all the Egyptian institutions. Probably we can mention just examples, the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Transportation, etc., the Egyptian armed forces, which is always on the alert in these humanitarian crises, not only to the Lebanese people, however, to all brotherly and non-Arab countries in such wars or humanitarian crises.
So, sir, from your perspective, you think that Egypt's official stance is in line with the historical stances of Egypt in general, where we utterly condemn, or Egypt utterly condemns the Israeli aggression against Lebanon?
Egypt stands in all wars, all armed conflicts and crises. Egypt depends and relies on, grounded on international law, international humanitarian law. That's why Egypt is a member state to the United Nations and effectively and inherently abide by and comply by the charter provisions. That's why the Egyptian stance, political, diplomatic stance, political support to Lebanon as a state and the Lebanese government, the Lebanese people, is crucial and grounded based upon international law, customs, norms, and rules.